Okay, we're back for days 22. Ooh, it's getting to the pointy end. 22 and 23. 22 is timeless. Timeless. This was one that required a little more thought than usual. And then I remembered just thinking of, time gone by, timelessness. I remembered when I was sorting through all of Dad's stuff, which I'm still doing, I found some typed stories that my brother wrote, Ian, aged 7. I gave him the originals, which were on very old, ripped, softened pages. I just would like to read you this. In the bush there is a hive of bees. I never go near that spot. If I do, I will get stung by one of the honeybees. If I get stung, my mummy will find out. If she looks at my body, I will get spanked very hard. Now, I have to tell you, the following story was all about how much he loved his mummy, so I think Mum might have been a little upset by this. There was no spanking in our family. Trust me, this is creative writing. And I don't know that he ever actually did any after that, so... Anyway, I thought for Timeless, this was really nice. Children writing fantasy and being adorable. It's pretty timeless. And I really want to remember that. I was so tempted to keep the originals, but I thought I should give them to their rightful owner. I haven't asked him what he did with them because I'd hate to think he just threw them out, which, some of us enjoy these sentimental things more than others, don't we? So I'm going to glue this one in. It's pretty thick already, so I think I might glue it in as a, not as a pocket, just for a change. Pop it here. This is a really good thing to do when something's too big for a page, but you don't want to tear it down. Any kind of fold. So this will now fold out. And provide more writing space if needed. Or maybe a photo of my brother. He was pretty cute as a 7-year-old. So that was one thing I thought of for Timeless. The other thing I thought of was Dreamtime. We have these beautiful books that we find all the time in the op shops by an artist called Ainslie Roberts and Charles Mountford. And they're a collection of paintings and short myths from the Dreamtime, and they're gorgeous. And we have been making those gatefold pages with them that I showed earlier, where they look like one but one opens to give more blank page. And I thought for this one I could try something I haven't tried before. And actually, let's see if this is going to work. So I want a piece of paper that's this size. So if I tear that to that, and then if I glue this one down to here, I have no idea if this is going to work, but it's always more fun flying by the seat of your pants, isn't it? It won't be the first time something hasn't worked. Okay, so if I glue that one to there, and what I particularly liked with this image is if I have this one folded so there's no overlap, would be better. And then if I have that glued there, what I want is for this piece to slide back onto that piece. Can I make that happen? I can do it if I do it like that. And then that just will pop out only that far. But how cool is that? So this looks like it could be a whole piece. All right, so we've got to glue it like that. I didn't really need all of that on there. Let's make more scraps. I don't know why. We make so much dyed paper, but I'm very stingy with it. I don't like to use it if I don't have to. So if I just... Oh, I hope this works, because it's the only one I've got on the desk. I put that there. And then... let's make this one a... that'll work, won't it, if I... oh, no, I think I have to leave that side open, do I? Who knows? Let's try. So then if we pop this one here, and then you think, oh, that's a nice painting, but wait, there's more. So actually I could have sealed that. But anyway, there we go. Yet another tuck spot. Actually, I could have left that open. Anyway, I thought there's nothing as timeless as the Dreamtime for us here in Australia anyway. So we've got the timelessness of cute children and the Dreamtime. Love these paintings. Oops, so that's timeless. What's next? Oh no, there goes my scissors. Okay, next is day 23. Tip-ins. Now, tip-ins, okay. We're on to this page. I just wanted to show a few. Q said to me, what's a tip-in? And I thought maybe people don't know. So in this beautiful book, lovely foxed pages, these photographs of the paintings have been tipped in. So it just means something that's been glued in, and it may be glued in post-production, or it may have been an extra bit bound in. So a lot of the old art books have these tipped in, which means, of course, when we want to use them, we can take this out and have this beautiful image, and then we've got all this gorgeous aged paper, ready to use. This is beautiful paper, but you know, sometimes you just can't bring yourself to use things. They're too good. Speaking of, let me show you what we scored at the book fair last week. How's this? Faber's Book of Insects with this beautiful cover, illustrations by Detmold. Now, if you don't know Detmold, you need to, because look at these. Look at these beautiful, beautiful watercolors. And these have tipped in, it's not glassine, it's like a very fine baking paper or something. So there's not many illustrations in here, but they all are absolutely gorgeous, and they all have this tipped in page which has just been glued, a seam of glue along the spine to protect these fantastic images, which themselves have been pasted in. This one's going on the reference shelf. This is just glorious. So beautiful. Then there's the bound tip-ins. So here is a very old book from when I was first making journals, and you can see it's not very well made. This has come adrift, so it's all getting a bit loose. Look at this. A book is like a magic door. That was a little magnifying lens, and it's gone all cloudy over time. But in this book, which I made using a variety of pages, so there's watercolour paper and black paper and cartridge paper, here's an example of the tip-ins I put in each signature. Oh, here's an easier one to look at. So, well, they're not tip-ins so much as ready to be tipped in, so it's simply an offcut of watercoloured card that I've stitched in, and sometimes I've put them in the middle, and sometimes, like this one, I've put you know, just like a signature and offset it. And what that means is when you come to work in the journal, you come to a page where you have this. Now on this particular one, I haven't actually added anything, but I have written a little bit of something. And on the other side of this one, we went to an exhibition of lithographs and etchings by Anne-Marie Hunter, and I just cut this gorgeous image out and put it over a sketch I'd done. So that's another sort of tip in. So for junk journals, one of the things I like to tip in when I'm binding the book are bags. Now these are just ordinary white lunch bags that a friend gave me a whole pile of, and I will often, when I'm building a book, let's pretend that's a page, I'll actually pop it into the signature and bind the whole lot in, so that on one side I have the bag and on one side I have the tuck, or a tip-in that I can glue something to, and it remains a loose page. Now this of course is already bound, so I thought what I might do, let's see if a white lunch bag tears easily. Oh yes, beautiful. So I thought, it's a little late to be tipping it in. I'm actually going to pop it in here. Actually, I suppose I could leave it as a... Okay, so here we go. This could open here or open here. Okay, so but the opening's there. So actually, yeah. We'll go back to plan A. I'm going to put it in this way. So many things that I've done during Junk Journal July have been tipped in. So every time we make some kind of flip or flap, all of these are all tip-ins. So with the hinging, that tricky hidden one, that's a particularly clever sort of a tip-in. So we do it all the time and just probably don't realise that that's what it's called. So there we go, there's one sort of tip-in. I'll pop these little bits of paper in there. Now I had thought of something else. Oh, that's right. One of the ways of tipping in that I haven't done in this book, which is very easy, is just using washi tape. So easier, of course, if you have a thicker washi tape, and stronger if you use a little bit of glue as well. First, find your end. Oh no. I don't think that was it. That might be it. Oh get it about the right size. And I want that glued to the page and that glued to that. So I think I'll do it here. A bit easier than that. So that's going to be like that. So I'm going to. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I never get it the right way around. Doesn't really matter. You can see this from both sides, can't you? Oh, I've used the sticky side of the washi tape. Never mind. Look, I'm just going to do it like this. There we go. That was silly. Apparently I always have trouble. Let's try that again. Apparently I always have trouble when it comes to doing tip-ins. So I want that to go like that. So I want that to go like that, upside down. Never mind the glue, that just makes me more messy. That like that. That like that. And we'll just have some extra butterflies. Some upside down. Butterflies in every direction. So there we go. We have timeless. And we have more wonky tip-ins. And once again, I'm up to date, and we've only got six or seven or eight left. Wow, I hope I have enough pages. Okay, I will see you back here for the next installment. And I still have to work out what to do with this cover. Don't you love it when a book is getting this fat? Have fun playing with your junk journal Julys, and I hope I've given you some ideas for things you can pop in your journal. Bye.